a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And the Dogs get enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back. He wants the ball. He wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On the run, it's Frazier.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's back. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the 1st.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Barishnikov should be so sweet. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
BYU 0.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the pass hits, picked off, taking it the other way. He's at the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. He finds his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Buys a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Unlock.
The running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Fair catch, called for and made. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Got his man quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. BYU lines up quickly. Going up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Martin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The sure hands. It's Roberts. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, short BYU 7.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.